Hello, boys and girls, this is ImAnderZEL, of course, and oh yes, welcome to another kick-ass gameplay video. Oh yeah. It's a bit long one, but I've tried to like cut out parts that are like incredibly boring. I don't want to like ruin anything by saying too much, because I know some of you like want to watch the video and you want to figure out for yourself if we win or lose. And anyways, this is just a great gameplay. I get a shit ton of kills, and you guys usually like to see that when I massacre people. And I like doing that, so that kind of works for everybody. Oh my gosh, I'm a horrible person, aren't I? No, it's just a video game. Get over it. Get over it, you bunch of pussies. Oh yes, hell yes, just killing people left and right. That's the way I like to roll. Anyways, I have a little story for you guys. This story takes place at my childhood, or rather, how it was where I grew up, basically. So, most of you guys have heard that I grew up in a very small village, and most of you like might not really figure like the thing I really mean when I say a village. Where I lived, where I grew up, there lived 50 people. Yeah, 50 people. It was, when it comes to kids you could play with, it was basically me and my brother, my little brother, Hitman. You guys know him, he's actually in the background. Say hello, Hitman! That's him, said Timmy. I don't know, he's retarded, so it kind of fits. He doesn't sit in a wheelchair though, so I don't know. He's just generally retarded. But anyways, this place is called Lurås, and it is basically, if you're gonna translate it, it's basically horn hill, basically. That's the best way you can actually translate it, Lurås. And it's a very Jämtlandish word. I mean, my language is of course Swedish, but my dialect is Jämtländska or Jämtlandish. It's a mix between Norwegian and Swedish, simply because we've had a lot of contact with the Norwegian guys, since we live very close to the town called Trondheim. It is about 3 hours car drive from here, I would say, or is it 4 maybe, Hitman?
I don't actually know.
Ah, fuck it. 3 to 5 hours, let's say that, so people won't like complain and say, Anders, you're wrong, you stupid asshole, god damn it. And right here's an excellent example of why you don't want noob snipers in your squad. I mean, look at that guy. I mean, he sits down, he does nothing, he doesn't even put down a spawn beacon. I mean, it's cool if you want to play sniper if you put down a spawn beacon so I can fly the fuck in and kill the people. I mean, that's cool by me, that's very cool, but it pisses me off when they don't place a spawn beacon. It's so easy, it takes you half a second. Fucking place a spawn beacon if you're gonna be a noob sniper. I mean, it's very, very simple. And look at the guy, now he spawned actually on attacking, so that's nice, but he doesn't place a spawn beacon. He doesn't place one. And that means we can't spawn in anywhere when we die, if everyone dies. So yeah, remember that, guys. Be nice to yourself and your team, because a squad beacon, a spawn beacon is always nice. Anyways, this little town, or this little village rather, where I grew up, very small, and its name originates basically from a very big hill that is basically in the middle of it. I would say the hill is about 70 meters high or something like that, and it's pretty steep. So when I was a kid, we used to go bobsledding up there and like drive snowmobiles up there and all kinds of crazy stuff, and like ski from it and snowboard from it, and just had a shit ton of fun. I mean, it's not like the hill actually has a really nice incline, so you could get up some really nice speeds. I live about, I would say, 300 meters from that hill, And if you would go flat out in the tracks from a snowmobile, so it wouldn't be like powder snow, you could actually ski all the way from the top of the hill down to where I actually lived, and this was incredibly fun to do, simply because when you were tired and it was like the last skiing part of the day, and if you didn't have a snowmobile to go up with, because most of the time my dad wouldn't let us use it because we were simply kids and he didn't want us to like kill ourselves or something like that. So most of the time when he wasn't there, we didn't have a snowmobile to use, so you had to walk up and down every time, and you kind of get tired after like a few hours of doing that. And it was extremely nice to just go flat out and basically sail or glide all the way home, and it was very nice. I liked it. But let's get to the point again. This little village is extremely small, and as I said, it's named after that very hill. As kids, me and my brother was basically like the only kids in our age. There were one girl who were the same age as my brother. Him and her were very good friends until they become like older and like in the teens, where basically you went to bigger schools and got like guy friends simply instead, because guys and girls don't really want to do the same things after you're like 10, 11. I mean, then it kind of changes, and I think most of us knows that. And my friend, so to say, in the village was actually her bigger sister, a girl that was 1 year older than me. And basically we hanged out several times a week, built like cottages and had a lot of fun. Like these girls were very like tomboy girls, since there basically wasn't really any girl for them to play with. It was me and my brother, so we kind of did both things. I mean, me and my brother kind of played with dolls a few times with these girls, and they basically played like war with us and stuff like that. we did like both things basically. We never like put makeup on or anything like that. They wasn't very girly. They liked to ride, and that was like the most girliest thing they did was to like ride horses. And I mean, even that is not very girlish, so yeah. Anyways, they also had a bigger sister, and I had some neighbor kids too, who were a girl who were 3 years older than me and a guy who were 4 years older than me. This guy I looked up to a lot when I was like maybe 5 to 10 years old, because I thought he was so cool, because when I was 5 he was like 10 and stuff like that, and he had like cooler toys basically because he was older, and I was allowed to get like cooler toys like soft air guns and stuff like that. And yeah, generally like I thought it was really cool basically. And there also lived a guy who were the same age as this guy in the end of the village, but his parents were divorced, so he only lived in our village like not very often, so to say. So he didn't live there very often simply. So yeah, I don't really know how to explain that any better, but and there lived a lot of old people here, a ton of old people. We're talking about like half of the inhabitants were like 50 plus at least. And I mean, no offense to anybody who is like 50 years or older than that and who like watches my videos. I mean, I don't mean to like be mean or anything like that, but I mean, old people in that age are not very fun when you are like 10 years old. It's like, it doesn't add anything to your life, simply. But everybody actually lived on a kind of farm. This was an agriculture village, basically. When I was a kid, we had about 3 or 4 farmers left. When my mother actually was a kid, she grew up there. Basically, every single family almost was farmers, except like 3 families that just had smaller houses and lived there and did other work simply, and they just lived there to have a nice life, because this place was an amazingly nice place to growing up on, from like age 1 to like 13. But when you become like 13 or older, you usually want to like hang out with more friends. You wanna kind of do more dangerous and grown up stuff, and then it kind of gets extremely boring to live in a place like that. I mean, it just horribly boring. So from about like age 13 to the age of like 17 and a half or 18, somewhere around there, when I actually moved out and moved to where the apartment building that I actually live in now, I basically hated the place. But now when I'm a grown up, I mean, I still don't really like going there, to be honest, because everything is like... My apartment is like my castle. I mean, I got my sofa where I want it, I got my TV set up as I wanted, I got my PC, I got my bed, and stuff like that. So I mean, it's not like I dislike my parents in any way or dislike their house, it's just that I simply like my home a lot better, and I think a lot of people can relate to this. I mean, especially grown-up people who, like myself, who have moved out a few years ago, or even longer than that, maybe if you're like 40, and you remember your parents' place. When you go there, you get like this warm, fuzzy feeling, because it's like... You just think about like how good your parents took care of you, like your mom's good dinner or your dad's good dinner and stuff like that. But still, you like your own home better. It's very, very simple like that. It's you will always like your own home better. That's just the way it is. I mean, you can't really change that stuff. And right there, I'm trying to take out the shopper, but I'm not really getting it, so to say. I mean, look at this. I've been going on such a killing spree right here. It's just freaking crazy. I mean, oh my god. And I don't really realize until right now that, wait a second, we still have one of the objectives that we haven't taken. So I'm like, okay, maybe I need to move. But there are so many enemies spawning in that I don't really want to move, because I simply am running out of ammo and just shooting like a crazy man. And finally I die, and I got a score of 41 kills and 4 deaths. And I don't even think I've been revived more than once, maybe. Or maybe I didn't even get revived. I don't remember. So this gameplay is so good. I mean, it's all about... I mean, it's not like the SPAS 12 with the slug is like a god gun in any way. It's just that it's incredibly good if you play it the right way. If you play the SPAS like you should, with like going close to the enemy so you can get those shots in and do those one-shot kills, I mean, that's when the SPAS is amazing. It's just orgasmic. You love it. Everyone loves the SPAS. The SPASy. It's awesome. It's just awesome. So, yeah, let's get back to the history, so to say, of my village. So, as I said, I mean, I grew up in this village, and just as I've told you guys before about school and stuff like that, there weren't many people in the school, so it was basically the same thing there. I mean, you had a hard time even finding a guy in the same age as yourself to, like, play with and stuff like that. So, I mean, this village was nice and all, but it wasn't awesome, so to say, sadly. But I would totally say that I had a better growing up than many people, and I think growing up in a little place like that, you learn to kind of follow the rules, you learn to behave the right way, and you kind of become a better person. I mean, no offense to all of you who grew up in a city, but you gotta be able to admit that there's a lot of like bad people in the city just because there's so much more people. In a small village, you can't really behave like an asshole and get away with it, because everyone knows you, and if you fuck up or try to steal something or like paint some dick on someone's house, people are gonna know about it, and people are gonna be fucking pissed off. It's very, very simple. it's very simple. That fact won't really change. Ain't I right, Hitman? I don't think he's even listening, to be honest. He's watching some serial or some TV show on my TV just because he's so fucking cheap he can't get himself a real TV card, so he has like a few channels only.
I'm a number 1 leech.
Yes, I'm a number 1 leech. That's my brother, but it's cool. He helps me out in so many ways anyway, so I feel that...
Beating you up.
Beating me up? Oh no, you can't beat me up. He's been going to the gym a lot the last year, so he's kind of gotten strong, so he thinks he can take Big Brother, but hell no. Big Brother will always be Big Brother. Little Brother has no chance against Big Brother. No hell. No way in hell.
Might be smaller, but my muscles are bigger.
He says, I might be smaller, but my muscles is bigger. And I'm like, hell no. Big Brother always got the biggest dick and the biggest muscle. Oh gosh. So, this village also was inhabited by my grandfather, actually. And he, just like my uncle, loves guns and stuff like that. So, the actual first time I shot an air rifle, any kind of gun simply like fired a bullet that can like hurt someone was actually at my grandfather's place. And this was actually a very nice air rifle. It had a muzzle velocity over 100 meters, so you actually need a real gun license to use it. And this air rifle was actually really good. You could basically, how he described it to be good, he basically said you could shoot a woodpecker and the bullet will pass straight to him. And if you own an air rifle, I mean, like, I know most air rifles in like America are very weak, but the air rifles in Sweden are actually pretty powerful. It's not like, they don't have like a pump action or anything like that. You basically have to bend a big pole to charge it, and you have to be kind of strong. I mean, if you're like 10 years or younger, you might not be able to actually bend the charging handle simply. It's not like a pump action like I've seen in American movies. And this is also something that's very common in Sweden, American movies. And you might be wondering like, oh Anders, why do you speak such good English? I mean, I actually don't speak very good English compared to most Swedish people. But I did learn English extremely early, simply because of my dyslexia. Because of my dyslexia, I wasn't able to read the subtitles on English-speaking movies, so to say. So I simply had to learn English, and quickly. So around, I would say, maybe age 12 or 13, right? Yeah, Hitman agrees. Around age 11 or 13, or 12 to 13, around there, I basically knew how to understand English perfectly, even if I, oh god, what was the point of this? That's a big asshole right there. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Oh, where were I? Now I got like all sidetracked because I saw that big hole blew up. I like blowing stuff up. Yeah, oh, here we go, tank. Hello there. Surprise, bad sex. Buttman! Hitman is laughing in the background. He likes Buttman too. Butthead, Buttman, Buttman. Buttman. Oh god. Where the fuck were I in the story? Help me here, Hitman. I don't remember. Yeah, he just says some rambling and babbling too much, and he didn't listen. Oh yeah, the air rifle, that's it. I'm sorry guys, I just get so sidetracked sometimes. Because I watch the gameplay at the same time as I'm talking, so I can like point out funny stuff and things I do to you guys if there's anything that would like, that I think would help you guys, like on the map and stuff like that. 62 kills and 6 deaths. I didn't even remember that I got that many in the end. Oh my gosh. But basically this video is coming towards its end, and yeah, you're gonna see that stuff doesn't really go the way I planned it and wanted it and stuff like that. So yeah, I kind of get pissed off. Stupid guy, god damn it. So basically I'm telling this guy that's flying, let me fly in the tunnel, but nope. All he does for 8 minutes is circle around their base and base raping them. So finally, when the chopper goes down and I actually get to take the chopper and try to fly in the tunnel in the back, we basically are running out of tickets. I mean, I'm trying, but there's not much I can do. I mean, there's just so much one guy can do. It's aggravating like fucking crazy. So anyways, that's the end of the video. I don't know why, but I think I stopped recording right there, so there's no score screen, but I think I ended up on like 70 kills and like 10-12 deaths because I died a lot in his fucking chopper. But anyways, as usual, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.